So, by far the most common question that I've had since the beginning of this channel, in my comments, in my DMs, everywhere, is, Caleb, what app do you use to scan games? And the reality is, up until this point, I haven't had a great answer. I mean, most of the time, the true answer is the Amazon Seller app, but it honestly kind of sucks. You have to have a Amazon Pro Seller membership to really use it. A lot of the times it's kind of glitchy and doesn't give you the exact information that you want, and you have to toggle around to see a bunch of competing listings and stuff like that. I sometimes use the eBay app and look up sold comps that way, and that's useful, but it takes a little bit of time to like really see all the listings you'd want to. And then sometimes I'll also use pricecharting.com, but they don't actually have a mobile app that makes it easy to scan games on the fly. So I mostly just use that when I'm sitting at my desktop. And I realized recently that man, none of these are really serving my particular needs as a video game reseller very well, and was encouraged by Editor Riff, of all people. He leaned over to me the other day and was like, hey, you should make that app. And I was like, I think I should make that app. So this is my official video saying that I am going to try to make that app. The only problem is I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. Never made an app before. By the way, I'm going through a purchase right now, a viewer purchase from Chad. Thanks a bunch to Chad, who's a viewer, sent all this stuff in. Thought it'd be a little bit more interesting for you guys to see. Got Marvel here. Ooh, Axiom Verge 1 and 2 from Limited Run. So yeah, I've never done anything like this before. I kind of want to document the process of doing something that in reality, I'm way out of my depth in. I do not know what I'm doing, but what I'm going to try to do at the time of filming this, it's early May. I don't want to post any of these app vlog videos until it's kind of maybe the month or so leading up to the app, just to make sure that nobody else in the market decides to jump in and make this same thing faster, which, let's face it, other people could definitely do because, again, no idea what I'm doing. Essentially, there are two problems that I really want to help solve. One is for the average video game collector. It's hard for people to really be certain that they're not overpaying for stuff. If you're walking into a game store or you're at a convention or even a pawn shop, a lot of people just don't really know whether or not they're getting a good deal, and I want this app to give people that peace of mind. At the same time, on the reseller side, I want to make it super easy for resellers to do profitable deals and to assess at a glance. If I'm in a game store and I'm picking up Pokemon Black version, I want to be able to scan this barcode and see on Amazon, on eBay, and on price charting, all in one place, what does this actually go for, market value. And eventually I'd love to even make a lot calculation feature where you can scan a whole stack of games, say Timmy Next Door is looking to sell off his Switch collection. I can open the app, scan everything in the stack. It gives me the total value, and then I can just designate a percentage and automatically say, hey, I'd like to pay 40% of market value. Okay, here's that number. This is what you should offer to Timmy Next Door. I think that'd be a really cool feature. I don't know if that's a version 1 feature or if it'll come later, or if this thing is even possible. But if you guys are seeing this video, then at least some form is possible, and you'll get to see how it progresses over the coming weeks and months. So I think if you're seeing this right now, it means that 1, the app has actually been built and it is coming out. And number 2, we're probably only a month or maybe 2 months out from it actually being public. My goal is that Q4 of 2023, the app is beta tested and able to be out there. Hopefully this fall it'll be created and I can start beta testing it with the Discord and kind of get their feedback and all that stuff. But this is sort of my video to officially say it's happening. I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna try it. There's a lot still to figure out. I think by the time I post another video, I'm in the very early stages right now, I want to do a couple things. One, I want to figure out how much it's actually going to cost, and I want to hire a development team to actually build it. and then I want to hire a marketing team to help me figure out like what should it look like, what should the color and logos and name, I need to pick a name, what should the name be, and like messaging and all that kind of stuff that just helps a business be sustainable for the long run. And so those are going to be kind of my next steps. It's honestly kind of scary because I know that like it's gonna be really expensive and I'm really out of my depth. But the reality is I know that it's something that I myself would want to use personally. And I think it's something that would serve the video game reselling community really well. And if it becomes something like, I'm envisioning something that like just for me can become almost like what Feastables is to Mr. Beast. If you guys watch him, like it's his own chocolate bar company that like he then can just promote in his videos rather than always having to like look externally for sponsorships. Like it'd be really cool if I could basically from now on the main channel, like sponsor myself and only promote like this thing that I've created for my people that I really believe in. In terms of like how it'll actually make money, I think that it'll just have to be like a subscription model. I don't really see selling advertising on it as something that would really work, and I can't justify doing it for free since it's going to be, I think, pretty expensive to make, but who knows, maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised on that front. But I want it to be something that can make money and that can like actually justify kind of replacing those regular sponsor slots in my life. You can let me know your thoughts in the comments, whether this is something that you feel would actually be useful to you as a collector or a reseller. I'm curious to hear what people say, but honestly, at the point this video is going out, I've probably spent at least a few $1,000s developing this thing. So I don't know, I guess fingers crossed that the feedback is positive. I just know that like as a business owner, anything that saves me time, I put at an absolute premium. There are probably like half a dozen like small business services between like Accelerlist and Reprice It and QuickBooks and like the list goes on that save me time and that are 100% worth it. So to be able to create something like that, but that's specific to the video game flipping community, I don't know, it just feels really right to me. So anyways, folks, this is the official announcement. I'm making an app. I've got a whole lot to do. I've got to hire a marketing and development team and think of a name. Hopefully in the next week or so, you guys will have another video out of an update to my May progress. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the flip.